Today's topic is moment of force. In this name, you all know about force. Remember first lecture? So now, what is movement? First we will see simple meaning of movement, then interested to find physical meaning with example. So first is movement. So in physics, movement is a combination of physical quantity and a distance. Movements are usually defined with respect to a fixed reference point. They deal with physical quantities as measured at some distance from that reference point. So, what are the types of movement? There are three types of movement of inertia. First is mass moment of inertia, then area moment of inertia, and third type is polar moment of inertia. Sorry, but just now my videos are based on 11th concept or basic concept. Further, I will provide deep knowledge in this case. Okay. As we know, if the resultant force acting on a particle is zero, the body remains at rest. The force has also ability to produce turning effect or rotational motion for a point mass. For rotational motion, we talk about a rigid body. Okay. So a body is said to be a rigid if the relative distance between any two particles of the body does not change under application of force of any magnitude. In physics, a rigid body is a solid body in which deformation is zero or so small it can be neglected. The distance between any two given points on a rigid body remains constant in time regardless of external force exerted on it. A rigid body is usually considered as continuous distribution of mass. It means when force is applied on a rigid body, there will be no change in the shape or size of the rigid body. In case of non-rigid body, the force will distort shape or size of the body. In practice, there is no perfectly rigid body. When rigid body produce purely rotational, all the particle of the body move in circle. The pure rotational motion is in which the rigid body in such a motion rotates about a fixed axis and that is perpendicular to a fixed plane. In other words, the axis is fixed and does not move or change its direction relative to an inertial frame of reference. Okay. Now the term axis of rotation. The straight line through all fixed points of a rotating rigid body around which all other points of the body moves in circle. So it is a straight line passing through all fixed points of a rotating rigid body around which all other points are moving in a circle. So what are the three axes of rotation? So they are referred to as longitudinal, lateral and vertical, are each perpendicular to others. Motion around the longitudinal axis, the lateral axis and the vertical axis are referred to as roll, pitch and yaw respectively. For this we see one figure. From this figure we can understand the concept. As I said, there are three axes of rotation. One is longitudinal axis, then vertical axis and last is lateral axis. So this is the longitudinal axis named as roll. This is a perpendicular axis or vertical axis named as yaw, and last is lateral axis which is known as pitch. Example, a uniform ring is rotating about vertical axis with angular velocity theta. Ring starts walking from the lowest point P1 and finally reach the point P2. So this is the axis of rotation with respect to a ring rotates. So this is the ring. Uniform ring is rotating about a vertical axis and this ring is start from here point P1, lowest point P1, and finishes at point P2. Okay, so this is the axis of rotation about which rings rotates. Okay, now very important point is moment of force. The ability of force to produce rotational motion, which is measured by its turning effect, is called moment of force or torque. The moment of force is a measure of its tendency to cause a body to rotate about a specific point or axis. In order for a movement to develop, the force must act upon the body in such a manner that the body would begin to twist. A movement is due to a force not having an equal and opposite force directly along its line of action. Imagine two people pushing on a door at the doorknob from opposite side. Torque is other word for moment of force, is measure of the force that can cause an object to rotate about an axis, and the direction of the torque vector depends on the direction of the force on the axis. Then the magnitude of the force of the magnitude of the moment of force is equal the product of the magnitude of force and moment arm. Okay, it's written this form: moment of force is equal to force into moment arm. Means the magnitude of the moment of a force acting on a point or axis is directly proportional to the distance of the force from the point or axis. A moment arm is simply the length between a joint axis and a line of force acting on that joint. Okay, you can see in figure. Now we are consider a rigid body free to rotate about an axis passing through a point O and perpendicular to plane of rotation. Let F be the force applied at point P and S be the perpendicular distance between the axis of rotation. This is axis of rotation. Okay, so S be the perpendicular distance and the line of action of the force. Okay, so as we study, the magnitude of the moment of force 2 is given by force into momentum. So force F into momentum S. Okay, so S is the this distance. Okay, let R be the position vector and theta be the smaller angle between the direction of the force F and R. Now from triangle OPQ, you can see here triangle OPQ, sin theta is equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse. Okay, so opposite is S, hypotenuse is R, so S by R. So by simplifying, S is equal to R into sin theta, equation 2. So using equation 1 and 2, we get 2 is equal to F into S. F is same, putting value of S, R sin theta, we can also write R F sin theta. So you people must know vector rules that are always used in expressions. If you have not any idea, reply me, I will help you. So sin theta is here means cross product. So tau is equal to R cross F. Tau is equal to R cross F. So this equation shows that the moment of force means torque is a vector directed to the plane containing R and F. Final point is units and dimension of the moment of force. So SI unit of moment of force is Newton meter, and dimension for moment of force is for Newton is L1 m1 t minus 2, and for meter is L1. So finally it's L2 m1 t minus 2. I know today's lecture is little bit longer. I hope you understand, not bored. Thanks for watching my video.